Put a finger down if you've ever been personally victimized by a pair of color contact lenses. Yeah, so have I, but that's why I'm here for you, your color contact bestie. Hi friends, what's up? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mal if you're new here. I do lots of beauty videos, contact try-ons, and today I'm trying out a new brand. They're actually the sponsor of today's video called Luon Me, and they're all about style, trendsetting, and self-love and expression. So let's see if these lenses evoke some of those feelings today. One thing that I'm noticing about Luon Me is their prices are so reasonable. Very, very affordable, and most of their lenses are going to last you 1 year. So let's test out if they're comfortable and see if any of them can actually look natural. I chose contacts in 3 color categories, including gray, green, and blue, which are kind of out of my comfort zone because I'm definitely more in like the olive brown hazel zone. Let's go ahead and start with the greens because I feel like it's more of a safe bet. The first one that I'm going to try on is called Oliver Chic. I'm starting off with one of the more natural colors in this haul, but don't get it confused. There are a lot of bold shades in here. This is really just for fun. Oliver Chic is a olive tone green with more of a kind of mossy green in the center. The pupil is pretty strong. It's not super feathered or diffused, and there's a really nice delicate limbal ring on the outer edge that's a deep forest green. These are cute and they really make the eyes pop. I wouldn't give them the most natural rating, but they're adorable. Let's move on to Foxy Green. These remind me of Trinity Green, but they're a lot more bolder, and near the center they have that iris-like pattern, which a lot of you know that it's not my favorite thing when contacts have this pattern. They're also quite enlarging. I also tried on another green pair called Muse Green. I actually really liked these. These are interesting. You know what they remind me of? Angeles and Gray, or Angeles and Green. They're kind of very similar to those Urban Layer lenses. These are cute. They have a tight pupil, so you do want to be careful with these because if you're not careful in the low lighting, you may have a little bit of obstruction to your vision. But I love how these look. The coloring, the overall style. They do have a little bit of that iris-like pattern again, which some of you know is not my absolute favorite. I was excited to try this Sora collection because these did look semi-natural to me. However, after trying them and testing them, I see that they are very intense and very bold. Have you ever gotten a pair of contacts like this and expected them to look natural, but when you put them in, you were really surprised? Because that happens to me all the time. That's why I'm here for you though. Let me try the lenses so that you can make an informed decision. We're moving on to the blue category of lenses, and I have 4 pairs to try in this category, starting off with the brightest, most intense blue that I think I've ever tried in my life. This is like a highlighter blue. It is so bold and so bright. I feel like some sort of a cartoon character. I feel like I should be on X-Men with these contacts in, and I'm kind of living for it. But I did also try another shade that really reminds me of the JFK icy blue contacts. I tried them in a recent haul, and these are called Meteor Blue. Yeah, very bold, very bright. I would say if you're looking for something that's intense, but maybe a little bit more realistic looking, a shade like this with the detailing is going to be a little bit more on the realistic side. However, I still think they are a little too intense for me. I also tried Amore Blue. These remind me of a midnight sky. They have one side that's a lot darker than the other, very subtle, thin navy limbal ring, and they almost have the look of like stars or a galaxy in the lens. Now, I've recently tried a pair of navy lenses, and I really actually enjoy them on myself. I think if this was just that navy color, I might even see myself wearing them. I don't know. Do you feel like navy could be a natural or realistic contact color for your eyes? Here's what Sora Blue looks like, and again, this was the collection that I had the highest hopes for. I do think these are pretty. They're definitely more on the subtle side in terms of the color, and the detailing is a little bit more gradient into your natural darker eye. However, the strong limbal ring is really making them pop. I'm not sure how I feel about strong limbal rings. I feel like limbal rings are something that's just now kind of growing on me. I'm moving on to the gray lenses next, and we're trying on Sora Gray. This is such an intense, bright lens. This is giving Storm. Wow, it is so shocking. What I do like about them is the Limbo ring is just a few shades darker, so it's not an intense contrast. I find that that is my preference when it comes to Limbo rings. I want the contrast to be a little bit more subtle, or I want the Limbo ring to be really delicate. That's kind of my style. But you guys, I want to know, do you feel that the kind of intense photoshopped images on contact websites, do you feel like that's an accurate representation of what the lenses look? This is why I included the imagery, because I kind of am curious, like, do you feel like these lenses look like how the images look? In the terms of graphite gray, I would say absolutely. These look very similar to the image, and I actually really liked this color. These are gorgeous. But sometimes I find that when they do this intense kind of photoshopped AI imagery, it makes me have a really hard time picking out lenses because it's so hard to tell what they're actually going to look like on you. Warren Gray surprised me. It's actually kind of pretty, but I don't know if I could see myself wearing them. And the last one here is Bliss Gray. These have a beige kind of undertone, and they're actually quite a cute color, but very bold, very intense. This was an interesting haul. I love trying on these crazy bold colors. I think it's really fun. A lot of you always tell me that like every contact looks good on me, but I beg to differ because some of these were a little wild for me. I think it's all fun when you're dressing up and just trying them on, but you know, in your everyday life, you gotta pick something that really suits you. I wore these lenses for a total of 5 hours, and in general, the comfort was questionable. And the only reason I say that is because I find enlarging contacts to be really uncomfortable, and some of these were more of that cosplay enlarging style. In general, I would give them like a 5 out of 10 for comfort. Now, although these crazy intense colors were really fun to try, many of them were way too bold for my personal liking. So the two that I actually liked and that I could see myself wearing were Chic Oliver and Graphite Gray, which are the lenses I'm wearing right now. They're a really pretty muted gray. I know there's a market for those really bold colors somewhere out there, but it's really just not for me. Let me know if you guys like those crazy intense colors. I feel like you don't, because if you watch my channel, you know that I'm always looking for the most natural lens. But hey, when the money calls, I answer. I'm going to leave the discount code down below in the description bar, so if you want to do any shopping from Luonme, you can go ahead and use my code and get a special discount on your purchase. Let me know what video you guys want to see next, and I will see you in the next one. Check out Luonme, and thanks again to Luonme for sponsoring today's video. I had a lot of fun trying on all of these crazy, wild lenses, and I actually found a couple that I kind of liked, so I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye! Single on the body body, take on the body body.